Where the beat at? It ain't the same when you don't have the beat up in there. Uh, but I was vibing with it. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? This is Play by Play with Chaunte Wayans. That's me. That is me. And we are doing the recap of Donald Goines' book, Dope Fiend. Donald Goines has many books out there that are dope that we will be getting to. But I want to start off with this Dope Fiend. So it's kind of like a book club, but you guys are getting a recap. For those of you that saw me do the first chapter, I realized that maybe I should have read publicly right now. You know what I mean? I feel like the reading kind of took it out. What I think y'all should do is read it with me. If you guys have the book, pull the book out. If you don't have the book, you should get it. It's a really, really good book. They're inexpensive and they're always a good read. I mean, it's almost like you watching a movie. But for those of you that just remember the books, then we gonna ride it out and we pretty much know what we're doing. So if you in here, show some love for the Donnell Gones. Shout out to Hippie Goes, the producer of this show. She always does her thing and make sure I am on top of stuff as well as everything is flowing right. So we're gonna start off with the recap. This is Donnell Goines again, Dope Fiend, and I'm gonna recap chapter one for those of you that haven't seen the chapter two. Well, haven't seen the one before. You know what I mean. Basically, you're gonna get recap of one and two. So, boom, Donnell Goines, Dope Fiend. Basically, what happened? Chapter one, we all know chapter one, Porky is a drug dealer who is ugly as hell. Okay. And what makes him even more ugly is that he is disgusting. Donnell describes him as horribly fat, not just fat, horribly fat. So that make it seem like he don't wash, he don't do none of that stuff. So he's fat and red and reptilian eyes, which just means that he need to go on a diet ASAP or take his vitamins. Drink some milk or something because you can't. I don't know too many people rolling around with red eyes that survive that long. That sound like a sign of diabetes or a stroke. Even though I'm not a doctor, I don't know that much, but that's what that sounds like to me. And he was sitting in his huge armchair, and watch all the addicts come and go. Now, what I realize is this is his apartment. Okay, this is his building, his place. So for a nigga to have drug dealers just chilling at his crib, technically that's his company and his friends. That's what it seemed like to me. And of course with the woman addicts, he enjoyed that way more. It's like having bitches come to your crib or to a house party, a pool party or something, but you the man. And that's what he doing with the addicts. But what's even more, what do you get more from women who are addicts? Uh and what's the best thing you can get for a horny drug dealer? That would be to have a begging ass female addict, because eventually they're gonna want to give up them goods, and if you ain't got no money, hunty, you gonna have to give up them goods right there. Now we got dope fiends all around the house, not only begging for drugs, but they didn't bring their own utensils. So basically, it's like it anyone who knows addicts out there, if you are addicted to anything or really sometimes just something you enjoy, you know that if you are going around another addict, a like-minded person, at least bring the utensils, your own utensils. You know what I mean? For a crackhead, bring your own needle. They didn't show up with none of this stuff. If you were alcoholic, bring cups. At least you can get that from the Dollar Tree store for a dollar, right? Or maybe it went up to like $1.15 now because prices. Anyway, so these two dope fiends, they arguing over who is going to get the tools first. And then my man's from across, he another crackhead. He after he skeets, because that's our going word, after he skeets his needle to show that it's not stopped up, he let him know. He be like, hey homie, y'all can use my needle for y'all crack. Now, who would have known that a crackhead, a dope fiend, would be so giving, would have such a heart? And I'm sure he would share anything he got. He would share his last everything except his crack. That is a true loving crackhead. Don't think that just because people out there doing crack that they can't, have a heart. That's all I'm saying. So now, one of these dope fiends that's arguing is Gene. Porky love him some Jean. You know what I'm saying? She tall, brown skin, addict. Her body look old as hell, but her face is still intact. You know what I'm saying? Her face is still attractive and stuff like that. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad. If your body is messed up, but your face is still intact, just put like a hijab over that bitch and she'll be fine. You know what I mean? Nobody gotta see how bad her body is. Jean is just giving I'm reading what I wrote. Jean is just giving Porky life, okay, because she don't got no veins up here, so she gotta basically go down to the thighs to find a vein. So I'm sure as Porky's just sitting there, all very, very pedophilish. You know what I'm saying? Because he thinks she young anyway. He love him some young girls, as you'll see in the next chapter as well. But she is just giving him life because she gotta basically he watching in slow mo as she lift up the skirt and do all this stuff. Now she just went there jabbed and bleeding and stuff like that, but he saw a whole other image. So Porky, he start touching himself ill. Jean, after Jean get her hit, and she all in her world, she moaning and stuff like that. I know you really moan when you get dope. Maybe that's what make people go, I wonder what that feel like. Because if you moaning and doing all this stuff, that gots to be real. I would never try it, but you know what I'm saying. So she in her own world, she moaning and stuff like that. And just when you thought the crackhead who loaned the utensils was so generous, he look at her because she in her world now, and the needle just hanging. He said, "Bitch, didn't I tell you not to stop up my stuff?" So he go and he grab his stuff, get his drugs. Now there's another female over there that see Porky, who's the man, looking at Jean. You know what I'm saying? So she like, oh, that's what he like. Let me go on there and get some more of that coke, some of that dope. You know what I mean? And I know what to do. So she go over to Jean and she like, this what you like, Porky? So she all kissing on her, spread the legs and stuff like that, giving him a whole show. Now Porky fat ass is all up in in his pants now. He just going in, he whacking off these two girls, two crackhead girls, but these are two girls going at it. Now they give him just enough because that's what you're supposed to do, ladies. You could use what you got to get what you want. And in this situation, she gonna kiss the thigh a little bit and be like, now, Porky, if you want to see more, you gonna have to lay some shit down, right? So boom. Now she's spreading legs, doing all that stuff. And Porky snapped out of it. Porky got this chick, Smokey. Smokey is his main chick. You know what I mean? She don't play. She a crackhead too, but everybody's scared of her. And she still know how to do her due diligence with the money. So everybody's scared of her. So he called her because I'm like, I know what you trying to do, bitches. You trying to get me all roused, which I am, but you trying to get me to give you some free coke. So he like, yo, Smokey come out, all that shit dispensed, all the dope fiends, they like, oh man, now we gotta pay. That's basically chapter 1. Hope y'all got that. I see some of y'all in the comments. What up, JJ? What up, Venus? Appreciate y'all for coming in. We about to get into the recap of chapter 2. Venus, do you have your book? You got to catch up on this. It's a really good book, Dope Fiend, and it gets crazier. I don't understand the mindset of some women, especially back in the day when like I even though I don't date men, I just look at women and go, how y'all not married? It's so easy. It's so easy to get a dude. It's so easy to trap him. Dudes are low key little, they not all the way up here when vagina is in place. All right, boom. So chapter 2, we were trying to figure this out last time, but basically, this does take place in Detroit. Okay, so now we know that. Now it starts off with a whole new couple, right? They in the front and they argue and they pull up to Porky's house. Now they describe the house looking innocent enough. But then they go on to describe it being a small two-family flat with the downstairs flat boarded up, boards all over the window, giving an experience that has been closed for a while, or as I would like to call it, a crack house. Okay, that sounds like the going. If you Google crack house right now, it's gonna show a few of Porky's homes, right? And you can't describe a crack house as looking innocent. I know not one person in here, not one person watching this will walk up to a boarded building unless they want dope, right? Or they homeless, one or the other. So boom. The couples in the car are Teddy and Terry. Crazy. They like rhyme. They also kind of look alike. You know what I'm saying? They both about the same height, about the same size. They both do crack. But Teddy mad because he's short $2, right? And he is looking at Terry like, yo, ma, yeah, let me hold $2 so I can get this $10 pack from Porky. Terry is tiny. She under 5 feet, jet black hair hung down to her shoulders. So you know now she new to this dope. She got it two together to not be fiending already. Okay. But in a few years, it's gonna be a whole new description. She stay on this. So and you would think that because she's so tiny and he would be that she would be scared and say no. So she go to Teddy. She like Teddy, I can't I can't Teddy. I try to get the right words. So Terry goes to Teddy, I can't give you this $2 because I need gas to get back and forth to work. Now, I need to look up what time period this is because how is $2 getting you back and forth to work? $2? What is the gallon? A penny? $2? That it don't even sound like where do you work? Across the street? In your own garage, you driving, you getting in the car to just do this and you need gas. Not only did she need that $2 for her gas, but here's what's the crazy thing. She told Teddy, I already gave you the $8 out of the 10 that I borrowed from my mama. So she gave him $8 and he still want two of it. Why are you in love with this dude that ain't got enough money for crack? You got to be able to support your habit, but forget support your habit. $10. Now maybe $10 was $1,000 to us back in the day, but $10 you can't scrap up $2 to cover your eight because it sounded to me she gave you most of the money. So that's where we at with that. My bad. I'm trying to. Thank you, Margot. Angeline, what up though? It's the 70s. Oh, it's the 70s. See, you really read this book and you know it because it's not in Philly. I think you said Philly. This takes place in Detroit. So it's Detroit 70s, but $2, seriously. All right, so boom. So now he want all her money. And she was supposed to, that was supposed to last her the entire week. That's what she told Teddy. Teddy looked at the gas tank. Teddy looked at the gas tank and was literally like, hey man, you got enough, baby? You got enough gas to get back and forth at work? Let's just get us a little blow. And I could understand, even though I never did dope, I could understand what his mindset was. And basically what he was saying was, we about to go do this dope and we gonna be knocked out for about half of the week that you need to get back and forth to work. So you got enough gas because technically we gonna be knocked out for 3 days. We gonna be high. That's my understanding. So Teddy, he said, nah, you don't need that. He like, Terry, uh oh, so Terry knew to this because she like contemplating this. So she tells Terry, like, I don't want to go upstairs in that nasty, smelly house. So apparently she been to Porky house too. She already know he a whole molester in his eyes. This he just a creep. All right. She like, I don't want to go up in there and all this stuff. Now she definitely knew because who would be aware of all that, right? Crackhead Dopefiend would be like, yeah, baby, let's go. And that would seem like heaven. They don't care about a smell. They don't care what it look like or anything like that. They just focus on they dope. She knew to this. So Teddy start thinking like, well, if she don't go with me, then I can keep all the dope. Duh, smart. Well, you ain't go through the smelly, stinky stuff with me. So this is my dope. Or he like, I know Porky like them looking young and thin. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get her upstairs, maybe Porky give me a little bit more. So he like, come on, baby. Now in the description, he like basically he like when he realized he can get more on credit, he like, nah, bitch, I need you to come with me, please. How you gonna call her a bitch and say please at the same time? But that's neither here nor there. So for some reason in the description, with the voice that he used, that was the voice that she always gives into. Okay. That, and she knew what was next, which basically he had smacked the shit out of her. So she get up out of her car, wait for him to come over. And I don't understand it because they like the same size, like I said. So I'd have been like, no, I gave you $8. You want me to go up to this dude? I know what you're trying to do. You would think she was smart enough to know what he was trying to do, not going down, right? But she got an attitude, but she loved him. So right now, she don't know if he's this is what it's saying in the description. She don't know if he really addicted to the thing, right? Since they started dating, that's when he started shooting up. That's when he started shooting up. So she don't know if he's really addicted because technically he not really using that much, but he using that much. To me, as you just heard what I described, sound like he's addicted and he using, okay? Because he know way too much on how this work to not be a user. So so right now she don't even really know if he using or not. And I'm gonna need Donald to describe how he get to dope. Like how you go, if you wasn't really using when you met her, what was that moment to make you go, you know what? I want some dope. What was that moment? I need that description down now because you described Porky with everything that will make you feel disgusted about this guy, but you just gonna have a man date this chick and then go to dope? Was he an alcoholic first and then he went to dope? Or he just was like, I want dope. I need to know this. Can we get this in the next coming chapters or a rewrite? Because that's how I feel. But she got an attitude, go upstairs. She like she ain't know. She ain't know. I'll tell you how you know. The first shot. The first shot should tell you it was gonna be a problem. So boom, they head upstairs. Terry's disgusted. She's nauseous. All this stuff. Definitely don't want to be there. And Teddy is in his world. He like, I know Porky's about to get this. I'm about to get high as hell. So Porky see them and he like, oh, who came to see little old me? Now, first of all, Porky, I never need you to use little and you in the same sentence because as the description said, ain't nothing little about you. Even in the description, it shows how long it took him to get out of his bedroom. I don't even know if he was on the bed, but it just took him a long time to get up out of there to come in the living room. So Porky already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? He looking at he looking at Terry. He like, oh, how come you ain't bring this little pretty young thing to me sooner? Teddy goes straight in. He don't even wait. He like, yo, my man, I got $10. Can you hook me up? Now, let's talk about you saying you got $10 that you don't have because you just asked me for $2 more in my thing and I told you no. Now you just gonna blast and say we got $10. Okay, cool. That's how we rolling. Terry, you need to get the hell out of there. So Terry like 10. Nigga, I said I got 8. He like, yeah, don't worry about that. So now Porky basically realized what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Porky like, oh, I know what's the deal. So he like, now Terry, you thought he was trying to be romantic in this crack house? You Terry sitting here and just realized what Teddy was actually doing. She like, oh my God, you didn't want to have me come upstairs with you for good company. You didn't want to share this crack pipe and be in love together. You wanted to bring me up here to use me for Porky so you can get your fix. Duh. You thought he was trying to be romantic, Terry? An aborted building that looked innocent enough? Fuck out of here. So Porky is up on game. He like, oh yeah. First of all, he give him he give him the dope. He like boom. Teddy, he actually gave Teddy most of it. Probably because he want him to knock out so he can get with Terry. So he slides him over to Terry and he like, look, she gonna have to snort all this right here because I'm not gonna let you walk out and she give you the rest of her shit. Basically, Porky smart as hell. Porky smart as hell. He slide that to her and he go, you guys snort this right here, right in front of me. I need to make sure all this. And what he was really doing was plotting because he's trying to get her to start to get that monkey on her back. A lot of addicts know, they say when you feeling that monkey, that means you need a fix. That means you are hooked. So he sat there and watched. She hit it. Um, planned it all. Terry mad as hell. Terry gonna say this the last time. I swear. Anytime you say this the last time, I swear. You already know where Terry gonna be in a few chapters. So she snorted it all, and she went from a lady with her legs crossed to a ho when that hit. Okay, so spread her legs, and you know we end the chapter with Smokey. Smokey got called out again after Porky sitting here watching this young thing. But Smokey got called out again because a white boy in this place, he gonna go through his man's pockets when he not off. And Smokey saw it and she like, give him back his money. I love how the crackheads still have a sense of like, morals and you ain't gonna have the cops come up in here if he die, all this stuff. Give me the money and I'll hold it for him. So shout out to Smokey. Apparently, we are ending on that. And that is the recap of chapter 1 and chapter 2. Bam, bam. What up, Ether? Lisa. That was It's a good book, right? It was written in 1971. I'm sure that was 2.5 gallons back then. It's still it's still not enough. What's up, fees? No Sound Charades will be back this Tuesday. Hey, while you guys are in here, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you show some love, do some super chats, or you can always cash app and so on and so on. I will be bringing this over to early access for my Patreons. You can also support me that way. $5 a month, but you get exclusive content, mostly more of my stand up and some other things behind the scenes. You get early access to my drive-by jokes, to a few other contents, and you get discounts on live and virtual shows. What at fees? Well, damn, it's that's what it is. Letting you know there's many ways you can support me. Shout out to Hippie once again. Make sure you follow Hippie Goes on all social media. Instagram is with a Z. And y'all can get the book. Get Donnell Goines, Dope Fiend. There you go. Thank you. Get Donnell Goines, Dope Fiend, and you shall be able to read it with me. I'm doing this book club and I want to continue to grow. We on chapter 3 next week, same time, same place. What up, Juanita? Thank you so much for coming in, my love. This Tuesday, I got another dope no sound charades. This Tuesday, I have just niche. I'm bringing my bro CT back. And oh, I can't wait to show you who's gonna be my partner. But CT is back, and I have Tony Baker. So that's gonna be the no sound charades. Team Chaunte, Team Patriots, or Team Niche. We are doing the damn thing. It's gonna be amazing. If you haven't checked out the past charades, go on to the YouTube and you can check them out up in there. You need me to DM your schedule, go to my link tree uh backslash C Wans, and you can find all as hell. That's my bro. So we're gonna be rocking out this Tuesday 5 p.m. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications. Same thing to my patriots on Patreon. Go make sure you turn on your notifications. If you do not have the app, you should download it. This way you could get notifications instead of it just going to your email. I put up quite a few things on there and I need y'all to see them if y'all haven't seen them. So download an app if you could, if you wish, so you can get your notifications and meet me over there. You know what I mean? I'm doing more things and I need y'all to go. Shout out to my Facebook subscribers. I am putting the content in there, same thing as I do on my Patreon. So I appreciate you guys continuing to be the subscriber. What else? What else? Upcoming shows, March 14th. I'm at the Comedy Store. Hot lineup at the Comedy Store. I'm hosting in the main room for Mellow Comic. That is on Sunset in California. March 23rd, I'm hosting my night, Uncensored Comedy. I got a fire lineup on that. It's at the Comedy Chateau. Again, everything I'm talking about, all links are in my bio. For this March 23rd Uncensored Comedy Show at the Comedy Chateau, I have To Hear More. I have Brandon Jordan. I have Tangerine. I have Mr. Bankshot. And I have Takara Williams. So it's gonna be a fire lineup. Get your tickets early; they are cheaper. Also, check out the Patreon again. You get discounts up in there, so you save up to 40%. And last but not least, May 25th, I'm doing a birthday celebration at the Ontario Improv. May 25th, come celebrate with me. Get your tickets in advance. Let them know how fire this celebration is about to be. On that lineup, I got CT, I got Keon Poley, I have Nikki Paris, and I got Aaron Mitchell. It's going down. I'm lining these things up. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, and check out, sign up for my email list so I can let you know all things happening in my world. I appreciate you guys. Love. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. You've been late. You've been late. Big B bad. You've been late. There we go. Oh, that's the birthday show. As I was signing. There you go. They go to Uncensored Comedy March 23rd. Woo hoo wee. Thank you, Jalen. I appreciate you. Those are the shows that's coming up. Once again, turn on your notifications and sign up for the email list. Go check out the videos I posted. I just dropped another video today, a little stand-up clip. And I shall be seeing y'all soon. All right. Peace.